Someone in my DMs just called me out about my last video, and she's not alone, so we gotta talk about it. The first point, the patriarchy wants men to be disposable. No, it's not the system. It's us telling moms that they don't need dads, telling courts to default to mothers, and telling men that they're just a paycheck. And if that's the system, it ain't the patriarchy. It's a combination of modern feminism, academia, and media, and it ain't working. Canceling dads has not been good for families, for society, or for men. Point number 2, men and women don't love differently. Now, I know nobody wants to believe love is gendered, but biologically it seems to be. Oxytocin release, risk tolerance, and even how we play. Moms and dads love differently, and kids need both. But when dad's love doesn't look like mom's, the world calls it wrong. Here's the truth. Just because dad's love doesn't look like mom's doesn't mean it isn't love. Suggesting that men should love exactly like women is like saying a wrench should work exactly like a hammer. Different tools, different jobs, and we need both. Point number 3, you're just defending the traditional family. Guys, I'm defending what works best for kids. It's not my opinion. It's what the data says. And look, I know some amazing single parents. I know incredible same-sex couples. But statistically, the father factor is real. And time will tell what long-term studies reveal about non-traditional families, but one thing is clear. The parenting styles we call mom and dad are not random. They exist for a reason. Point number 4, the studies are biased by culture. It's a fair point. Are these studies just Western bias? No. Studies on father-child bonding, oxytocin, and rough-and-tumble play have been conducted across cultures, from the US to Israel, from Europe to East Asia, and the results? Consistent. Dads build resilience, dads provide a unique kind of security, and dads, when present, create better outcomes for kids. This is not just a Western thing, it's human nature. Dads matter. Point 5, oxytocin doesn't always mean love. Well, that's true, but let's be clear. Studies show that in healthy play, oxytocin builds trust, resilience, and connection. Saying oxytocin also appears in bad situations does not undo that. It just proves that context matters. Fire can burn down your house. Fire can also cook your food. The presence of fire isn't the issue, it's just how it's used. Same with oxytocin. The fact that abusive situations also cause hormonal responses doesn't change the fact that healthy rough and tumble play between dads and kids is beneficial. Point 6. Some dads are terrible. Yeah, of course, just like some moms are. But we don't treat bad moms as proof that moms are not necessary. So why do we do that with dads? The worst thing we can do is act like the exceptions are the rule. Most dads love their kids. Most dads show up. And the numbers prove that when they do, their kids win. Now, guys, I actually appreciate this conversation. Even though we don't agree on everything, you've helped push this conversation into real territory. And here's what I'll leave you with. Dads are not secondary parents. We are not optional. And our love, even if it looks different, is just as real, just as valuable, just as necessary. Because strong dads build strong kids. And strong kids change the world.